Today we are going to continue working on the scenery at the Pocatello Subdivision. I want to show you just how easy it is to do scenery work. That's coming right up. Hi, I'm Roy Smith. We're creating scenery in this series of episodes about the Pocatello Subdivision. For me, scenery work is one of the most enjoyable parts of model railroading. I'd like to welcome you if you're new here. It's a pleasure to share the hobby with you. I invite you to subscribe so that you don't miss any of the upcoming episodes. If you've been following along in this series, I would like to remind you that the Union Pacific Pocatello Subdivision joins the Evanston Subdivision at Granger, Wyoming. On my layout, the Pocatello Subdivision amounts to a staging yard, allowing me to add a lot more traffic to my layout. This is the portion of the Pocatello Subdivision I'm currently working on. I will put a link to the previous 8 episodes about the Pocatello Sub down below so that you can go back and take a look at those episodes if you would like to. I was hoping to make more progress since last Saturday's episode, but as it happens, we have visitors this week. You may know that the Pope is visiting Panama. He arrived on Wednesday and will be here until tomorrow, Sunday. Hundreds of thousands of young people from all over the Americas have come to Panama this week to be here for his visit and to participate in the many activities going on during his visit. Many of these young people are staying in private homes here in Panama. 2 young ladies from the United States are staying here in my home. That may have affected my progress on the layout a little, or it could be that I'm the slowest model railroader in the whole world. In any case, let me show you what I did get done this week, and as I work on the scenery, you will also see some trains running on my layout in this episode. First, I removed the plate girder bridge where the Pocatello Sub crosses the Evanston Sub so that it would be easier to paint and ballast the track beyond the bridge. It will be more difficult to do this after the bridge is permanently glued in place. I'm going to put a link down below to a video I made way back in December 2015 in which I show you how I paint and ballast my track to give it a sense of realism. Next, I installed a new permanent photo backdrop. I am not totally pleased with the way it turned out. I may eventually replace it, but not now because I've got too many other priorities on the layout. The backdrop is made from photos in the area of Echo, Utah. I do like photo backdrops much more than hand-painted ones. To me, they are a lot more realistic. I always try to match the colors of the 3D scenery and the colors in the photo backdrop. Now you can see that I've permanently installed the bridge piers, but not the bridge itself. I can still lift the bridge out for working on the terrain around the piers. You will recall that I had to raise the bridge and track on either side of the bridge by 1/4 of an inch so that my double stacks could pass under the bridge. Raising the bridge and track created a space under the track, which I must now fill with terrain. I decided to use Sculptamold to fill that space under the tracks. Here I've mixed up a batch. I like working with Sculptamold. It's a great material for building scenery. Sometimes, though, it can take a long time to dry on the layout. Now I'm applying the Sculptamold under the track to fill up that space. No doubt there are other ways that I could have filled up the space, but this way is quick and easy. Alright, I'm going to do the rest of this off camera because the camera is getting in my way and I can't see what I'm doing. I'll be right back to show you the Sculptamold after I have applied it. And here it is. I have finished applying the Sculptamold. I will paint it with earth tone pigments as soon as it dries. There's all kinds of details that must be added to this scene. For example, I'm installing these triangle-shaped things on the ends of the bridge. I know they hold the ballast back like retaining walls, but I don't know what they're called. Here's what they look like on the prototype I'm modeling. It seems like I've got thousands of details, such as these, to add to my layout. The pigments that I applied to the scenery have dried. As always, I try to replicate the colors of the geographic area that I am modeling. Well, that's the progress I've made on my layout this week. I expect to complete this scene before next Saturday because I want to move on to some of the many other tasks that await me on the layout. I hope that you will find the scenery techniques I am describing in this Pocatello series to be useful when working on your own layout. I certainly hope that you will join me again next Saturday. And if you're new here, I encourage you to subscribe and hit that little bell icon so that you don't miss any of the upcoming episodes. I want to thank you for watching. Until next time, happy railroading. I will see you again very soon.